Let's just dive right in. If you've ever felt that creeping unease about exactly how much big tech knows about you, well, you're absolutely in the right place. In this explainer, we're unpacking the book Owning Your Digital Life, and we're looking at a huge radical shift happening right now. The internet is fundamentally changing from a system we just use into a system we actually own. The book itself is this brilliant, super approachable guide to Web3 and digital identity. It takes these concepts that sound completely like science fiction and breaks them down for the rest of us. Seriously, you don't need a computer science degree or a background in cryptography to get this. If you've got a smartphone and a bit of curiosity, you are completely good to go. And it hits you right out of the gate with a really provocative question. Are you the customer of the internet, or are you the product? Think about that for a second. When we spend hours scrolling on free platforms, Instagram, Google, TikTok, our attention and our behavior are actually the commodities being packaged up and sold. So, let's jump to Section 1, the hidden cost of free. Okay, we have all had this incredibly creepy experience, right? You're talking about running shoes, or maybe you just search for them one single time, and boom, suddenly shoe ads are stalking you across the internet for a solid week. It's wild, but it's the perfect illustration of our current reality, invisible behavioral tracking. Every hesitation, every click, it's all being recorded. The source breaks this down as the attention economy. It's basically a massive invisible machine running 24/7. First, you've got the advertising. Then, data tracking kicks in, watching what you ignore and what actually catches your eye. From there, prediction systems take all that data to guess your next move. And finally, targeted influence, serving you content specifically designed to shape your decisions. They're all fighting tooth and nail for your attention, because in this economy, attention is literally money. So the real kicker here? Even if you aren't swiping your credit card or paying a monthly fee, you are paying a massive, hidden price to live in these centralized systems. You pay with hours of your time, your privacy, and honestly, your independent decision-making. You're generating all this immense value, but you don't actually control a drop of it. Which brings us to Section 2, renting versus owning online. This is such a cool way to look at the web's evolution over the last few decades. We started out with Web 1, right? The read-only era. Think of those early static Wikipedia pages. Then came Web 2, which is read and write. That's the social media era we're swimming in today, where we create all the content, but the platforms own the system. Now we're crossing over into Web 3, read, write, and own. This is the massive shift where you finally get to own your digital assets and your identity. To make this super concrete, think about real estate. Web 2 is exactly like renting an apartment. The landlord, let's say Facebook or Google, owns the building. They can change the rules, hike up the rent, or literally evict you by just deleting your account, completely wiping out your digital history. But Web 3? Web 3 is like finally owning the house. You hold the actual deed, you make the rules, and you build long-term value that nobody can arbitrarily snatch away from you. Now, to really grasp how this ownership works, we've got to talk about one crucial word: decentralized. In a decentralized Web3 system, power and data are spread out across a shared network. They aren't just hoarded away on one giant central server controlled by a single mega corporation. That distributed power is the very foundation that makes true digital ownership possible. Moving right along to Section 3, your new digital passport. Let's look at the actual tools. The absolute foundational tool in all of Web3 is your digital wallet. But forget your standard banking app, this is an entirely different beast. Your digital wallet acts like your own universal passport for the web. It rolls your identity, your access credentials, and your proof of ownership into one single place. So instead of creating a brand new account and password for every single app you want to use, you just connect your wallet and boom, you carry your identity right with you. Inside that wallet, you've got two main pieces of the puzzle. First is your public key. Think of this like your home address. It's totally safe to share. It's just how people find you or send you digital assets. But then you have your private key. This is the physical key to your front door that unlocks everything you own inside. You never, ever hand that out to anyone. Seriously, never. This actually brings us to one of the most foundational roles in the entire Web3 space. Not your keys, not your assets. It's kind of a rallying cry. It means that to have true digital independence, you absolutely must control your own private keys. If some centralized exchange is holding them for you, guess what? They still hold the cards. But if you hold the keys, you have total, undeniable ownership. But, and this is a big but, let's look at Section 4, the price of freedom. Because Web3 removes those central authorities, it completely removes the safety nets we've all gotten so used to. Listen, there is no handy forgot password button in Web3. There's no customer service hotline to call if you lose your private keys or fall for a phishing scam. And transactions, they are permanent. If you send an asset to the wrong address, it is gone, irreversible. In this world, you are your own bank and you're your own security team. So to navigate this Wild West safely, the source lays out 5 golden rules. Number 1, trust nothing automatically. You've got to verify everything yourself. 2, protect your keys offline. 3, double-check every single link because scammers are getting incredibly good at building lookalike websites. 4, start small while you're still getting the hang of it. And 5, stick to trusted, verified wallets. In Web3, your safety is 100% in your own hands. All right, let's look ahead to Section 5, the user-owned future. By stepping into this user-owned model, we're seeing entirely new economies pop up out of nowhere. We're talking about a digital ownership economy where virtual assets hold actual real-world value. There's this creator economy 2.0 where artists can finally own their relationship with their audience without some platform standing in the middle taking a cut. And decentralized finance, or DeFi, is offering loans and savings totally outside of traditional banks. This is a massive game changer for financial inclusion, especially in emerging markets where a lot of people are completely unbanked. Ultimately, the essential mental shift we all need to make here isn't just about the tech itself. It's a fundamental shift in perspective. We have to move from merely using rented digital space, and let's be honest, generating billions for a handful of tech giants, to genuinely owning our own digital presence. Your digital life becomes a portable, verifiable asset that belongs strictly, entirely to you. Because, as the source points out, ownership truly is the new freedom in the digital world. The very architecture of the internet is shifting beneath our feet right now. So I want to leave you with this thought. As this new era takes hold, what steps are you going to take today to stop renting and start claiming your own digital independence?